upstream?
Well, actually, all over the place out there. Upriver, because of the cooler weather, the snook are really starting to move around up that way. Still the best bet up that way is trolling, using a Rapala, Usuri, any type of red and white. Two different color lures are working really good upriver. One is the red and white.
The Daredevil.
Well, Daredevils work good too. I haven't had much luck this year, or anybody having much luck with the Daredevil, but the diving lures are where the fish are going to be on the outside bends of the turns where the deeper water is, and expect to lose a couple of lures because there's a lot of snags down there because of all the rain this last summer. There's still a lot of, out in the harbor, there are lots and lots and lots of Spanish mackerel out that way. And these things you can find very easily. I mean, like I say to everybody, if you're not finding fish, get a different hobby because there's just all over the place out there. And this doesn't matter what day it is, what time of year, anything like that. You're going to be able to find fish. Right now, the Spanish mackerel are really hitting good outside. Anywhere in the harbor, you find birds working out in the Gulf. You'll find huge schools of bait fish out there. There's also large schools of mullet out there, too. So those are mostly what these things are feeding on. Big jacks, ladyfish out there. These things are fun to go ahead and either just go out and catch them or use them for bait. A lot of snook up along the surf right now, too. And the reason they're up along the surf out toward the Gulf is because as the waves wash up, the larger waves wash up, they're moving the sand fleas around, and they'll feed right along the shoreline. Many people make the mistake of going surf fishing, and if they're looking specifically for snook, they get down to the shoreline, they take their line, and they cast it out as far as they can. Now, that's okay if you're looking for maybe snapper or something else out that way, but if you're looking for snook, you want to cast parallel to the shoreline. Get your bait right up where that break line is. You know,
and the reason why Dennis talks about catching snook is they're a great fish to catch and fight with and land, but they're
still out of season right now.
You cannot catch them and keep them.
Well, if you want to go to the East Coast, you can catch them over on the East Coast. Just can't get them on the Gulf Coast here.
Right. So when that officer comes up, just tell him you caught them on the East Coast and we keep them alive here.
Then also a bunch of trout. There's some really good-sized trout. They call them gator trout. These things are over the 20. You keep one over 20 inches. Same thing with the redfish. You know, they got a 27-inch slot limit, you know, max limit on them. Back in the mangroves is where you're going to go and get the reds. The trout right now, because of the cool weather, they're moving out along the flats, the grass flats, and around the potholes, using a popping cork.
Why do they put a ban on certain fish?
It's to go ahead and build up the species again. Sometimes they get overfished.
How do they know? How do they know?
Because Tom, we had that big
divers down there.
No, we had a freeze about 3 years ago,
and
it killed a ton of them.
Yeah, during the cold weather.
Came to the surface.
Well, during the cold weather, they move up into the creeks and the canals and stuff like that, and up the rivers. But what happens is because, like you know, when we get a north wind blowing, you get that real shallow water. What happens? You get caught in the pools back there, and there's no place to go. They can't get out to the deeper, warmer water, so they go into the shock. Yeah.
Good morning. You're on the show.
Those are hippos.
No, they're not hippos. Yes, snook can do that. They become asexual.
So do grouper.
Yeah.
Yep.
A hand mixer. No. The question is, 2/3 of people who have one of these will probably never actually use it. I wish I had a hand mixer. Mix my pancake batter and everything else with that. Hi there. Good morning. How are you? No, but Jim Morris could have used one. No, that's not it. Thank you.
He's talking about because Jim had a flat tire on the way up to Cocapalooza on Saturday.
You know, he could have used one.
Yep.
Good morning, everybody. You know, that's funny. People that tow trailers, and I learned the hard way, you may have a jack that fits your car, but a jack that fits your trailer
and a spare tire
is something else. I always had a spare tire on my trailer.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have.
Also, just found out too if he has AAA, but if it didn't cover the trailer, if you have RV coverage, then it would cover it.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Good morning, everybody. Everybody is here this morning. Peter's taking pictures. Tommy's here at the controls giving orders. Dennis and I are just sitting over here talking. And
you'll be able to see the bunny slippers.
Yeah. You said there were deer right outside, huh?
Yeah,
Is there
they're
cool-
just out back over there. Yep.
Cooler weather. It is absolutely gorgeous this morning. 2/3 of people who have one of these will probably never actually use it. But hey, it still looks cool. All right? 2/3 of people that have one of these probably will never actually use it. And they're very prevalent down here. Good morning. A treadmill? No.
You mean a clothes hanger?
Clothes hanger, yeah. Your portable valet. Good morning. I'm fine, sir. How are you? Yeah.
Yeah, that
but,
too.
but see, Wayne, I tell this story on stage is that the guy that invented the turn signal for automobiles from Detroit actually lived here in Punta Gorda, and as a tribute, we keep them on all day.
That's right.
Go ahead. And we're in it now. Sandy.